Oh, what about Woo?
Who?
Yeah, Woo. Right? Is it Woo, right?
The daddy, the Mandarin?
Doctor Strange's friend.
Oh, Wong.
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 Oh, that was racist.
What you're going to hear about today is nothing short of a miracle.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Pubstomp, a podcast about games, TV shows, movies, and pop culture in general. Every episode, we discuss topics that we find interesting. Come join our shenanigans. Welcome to another episode of Pubstomp Podcast. Woo! Today I'm hosting. It's Mexy. Yes, it's me.
That was awesome.
Thank you. I try my best. Today the main topic is Shang-Chi. Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Thank you. And we have a special guest today. But first, what's up, Tyler?
Hey, what's going on?
You know. And then our special guest is the one and only Trigoman. Hello, says Spider Gwen.
Hey guys, welcome to the show.
Hey. For those who don't know, Gwen is Trigoman's wife. See what she did there? It's funny. It's because Spider-Man.
I like it.
Anything interesting? Anything going on that you guys want to talk about before we move on? Perfect.
Should we talk about Hawkeye?
I was gonna take the silence as no, but yes, we can talk about Hawkeye. So the trailer dropped this week. Any thoughts, guys?
Really
Perfect.
weird seeing
Really?
seeing a Christmas themed
Seeing Christmas theme and it's not even Halloween yet.
I know.
Disrespect.
Is it coming out around Christmas?
It is coming out November 24th, so not
Oh,
even during Christmas.
Okay. Maybe they'll cover the whole holiday season.
I don't think they would want to because I think Spider-Man's coming around Christmas time. So, you don't want to have two competing shows.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they just needed to give him a thing, a shtick.
Wait, so is it released weekly?
Could
Or
be
is
released?
it all in one
Sorry.
go?
Nah, so Disney makes you pay for everything. So why make you only pay for 1 month when they can make you pay for 2? So that you can watch Hawkeye weekly. But, that's how they get you.
It's just good business, Capitalism.
I don't know if that's good business.
Wow.
It is.
It's not.
Actually, I was listening to somebody there, the Kevin Smith podcast. They were talking about this, and it was like, one of the reasons they do that is because if you have it come out weekly, you can create weekly hype versus if you release everything in one go. Like that first week, it's done. Like you get all the hype out, and then people forget about your show.
Yeah.
Kind of.
I kind of like the weekly ones, honestly, because I can't binge everything all at once, So Netflix is doing the whole season at once, so I can binge that and watch Hawkeye at the same time.
Fair. I like it when they're long episodes. I don't like short episodes. When they're 30 minutes, it's like, oh, really?
Right. If you got to wait a week for 30 minutes, that's not fun.
Yep.
Like an hour long?
45 minutes, an hour. I'm good with either. 30 minutes, not enough. 20 minutes, no.
That's reasonable.
Thank you. The only thing I'm interested in seeing is how they end up using Yelena in this show. Because they really didn't touch on it.
Yeah, I thought she was going to be his partner, but then she wasn't.
Plot twist.
Oh, wait, she's trying to kill him, though. Forgot about that.
We don't know. We don't know what she's trying to do.
True.
We just know that she's, mad at Hawkeye for some reason. Or we know why, but,
Should be interesting. If she's not in it, that'll be a bummer, right? But we should expect her to be in it, right?
She is in the character credits for the show.
Okay, cool.
We'll see how
It's weird that
goes.
she wasn't in the trailer. think they would have used that to sell it?
Maybe because they don't want to show it as part of the TV, like spoilers. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
Who knows, man? Who knows what anything is anymore?
I don't know. It looked pretty good though. It looked funny. I'll watch.
It's got some humor. I'm not super excited for it, but I'll still watch it.
It's a show nobody asked for, but
yeah,
we'll watch.
Yeah, pretty much. Anywho,
Jeremy Renner should have got a different character. Honestly, I think he's too good
so?
of an actor for Hawkeye.
Who could he have been?
I don't know. I didn't think that far ahead.
Oh, I mean, if you're gonna say he should have been another character, you know who he could have played?
Like a geriatric Spider-Man?
Yeah.
What Spider-Man do we need here?
There's a lot of Spider-Man.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, we're about to have the geriatric Spider-Man show up soon. So. How old is Tobey Maguire? He's in his 40s, right?
Yeah, probably.
46. Tobey Maguire is 46. Ooh. Just pretty old. Just kidding. Not that old. So, we'll see.
I'm so glad they're bringing him back.
Well, it's not confirmed yet, but it's like the wink wink, like,
okay.
like Andrew Garfield is 38. Interesting. How old is what's his face?
Tom Holland?
Tom Holland, yeah. Let's see.
He's 25.
Interesting. He's older than I thought.
He is older than I would expect. Usually they are. Usually they are, though.
True. Anywho, I think we can move into the topic of hand. Shang-Chi.
That was pretty good.
So, thank you. I'm trying. I've been practicing. All right. So we'll do a quick round table. Tyler, what'd you think?
I really loved it, but I don't know if it was just me being happy that I was in the movie theater and listening to the sound that I can't recreate in my living room. But I think it was really good. Fight scenes are awesome. I knew nothing about this character. That was cool.
All right.
I hope we see him more.
I think we have 2 more phases of just this, so I think your wish will get granted. Gwen, what'd you think?
I loved it. I was so blown away by how beautiful each scene was and how well choreographed all of the fight scenes were. It was just, and even like the camera work, it was just amazing. I was totally blown away. Or maybe, I'm just still like stuck in like with older movies, because everything was just not this advanced, right? And I just thought it was a beautiful movie, like really well done.
Cool. I guess I'll go next. I hated it. Terrible. I'm just kidding. It was really good. I really, really enjoyed it. It made me feel like it reminded me that I missed Marvel. Like we went a whole year without a Marvel movie, or more than a year, right? It feels like at this point, because Black Widow didn't really count. I'm just gonna throw it out there. So just being like in the theater watching it, and then you're like Gwen mentioned, like all the fight scene, the choreography was really cool. Like just watching the scaffolding scene was amazing. I was just like, my god,
right?
So
Dude,
good.
I loved the part where he was fighting his dad. Like nothing else was there except just him, colors in the background. Like what is it called when you just see like their outlines in
silhouettes
against
silhouettes.
their silhouettes like against the bright side of the building. That was gorgeous. That was amazing.
Yeah.
Every time his father showed up, it was awesome. Like he walks in and he's so badass.
Presence. It's a lot of presence there.
Yeah.
And I really, really liked how they tied everything together. Like there was a lot of like missing strings with like the Mandarin and things like that, and how they brought it back. I was like, oh, you did it, Marvel. You did it again. Good job.
That one was shocking.
It was. But it was worth
I was kind of blown away. I liked him, so it was good to see him again.
Yeah.
Sorry,
okay.
Good. Oh, he was just the goofiest character, you know.
And then one of the things I really, really liked was like they did homages to like old films. So like in one of the things when he's doing like that long one single take fighting, it's like Old Boy, and it was kind of cool to see that. Like they were doing things like that. So, I loved it a lot.
They did a lot of things with the filming that made me wonder how they do it, you know? Like the sweeping shot, like that, the scaffolding scene and stuff. They move the camera around a lot. It's really cool.
I also want to give an honorable mention that they made Awkafina a love interest kind of thing. So that was kind of nice because it's not like your typical love interest, in my opinion.
Wait, so in the end they are together?
I mean, I think that's what they were setting it up because everybody kept like, "Are you guys dating?" and da.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, I thought
Well, it was really weird because in the very beginning, the breakfast scene, like Sean calls Katie's family like by how Katie calls them, and you don't do that unless it's your spouse. So then when he was just like, "Why, Paul? We're only friends," I was like, "Bro, come on now! Like you don't call somebody your grandma."
Their family. Okay.
Yes, but the culture is not like that, you know.
I know.
It doesn't make sense.
So let's go into characters before we get into like scenes and stuff. Do you guys have any favorite characters?
No, Awkafina is the best in every movie ever.
Right?
So she's awesome. I'm glad she got the love interest, like the little more credit than usual. You know, because usually she is like the third wheel, comedic relief kind of character, and she still does that, but she's a main character and she's in the action. I liked it. I thought they did her more justice than she usually gets.
Fair. I'll go next, and then we'll go with kind of. So my favorite character in this entire movie, and it was unexpected, is Ben Kingsley's Trevor Slattery. That's the best. I just seen him come back. It's just like when they're going through the trees, and it's just like the way the really dry humor of handling it is so good. That and what was the little things called? Whatever that.
Oh, his little friend.
Yeah, I
I
forget.
think Katie called it the chicken pig, right?
It's
Yeah,
chicken
the
pig. Yeah,
but it had a
it
name.
was like Harold or something.
Yeah,
I don't remember. I don't know if that's Morris.
Yeah.
Yep.
Freaking love that thing. You know they're gonna sell so many stuffies of that thing.
Yes.
Genius.
Pillow pets, please. Pillow pets.
All right, pillow pets.
Second only to Grogu.
What about you, Gwen? Did you have any favorite characters?
So I mean, it's hard. Like, I guess the mom I was a huge fan of the mom like prior to watching this movie, so I guess that's a little bit biased, but I really liked that. Like, you know how in ancient even current China, like in ancient China, it's very like a patriarchal society and everything is focused on the boy, and I just love how in the opening bamboo scene, like she was able to conquer this 1,000-year-old beast, basically, you know. And in the end, like, or I guess throughout most of the movie, you just see her daughter, you know, going through the struggles of just not being noted, not being given a chance to learn anything, to prove herself, to be herself. And, you know, I thought that it was really nice, like, to see her daughter become as powerful as her mom, you know, who was even more powerful than this Wenwu, right? And just the way that, like, she guides her children, I really like.
I agree with everything you said. I still think Ben Kingsley was the best, and Morris stole the show.
Oh, what about Wu?
Wu?
Yeah, Wu. Is it Wu, right?
The daddy, the Mandarin?
Doctor Strange's friend.
Oh, Wong.
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 Wow, that was racist. Anyways, Wong.
Wong, yeah.
Who?
Wong, the monk.
The monk.
When they're doing the fight, and he's fighting the giant thing, and then the abomination, and then he punches him, and then they
that
disappear.
guy.
Yeah,
I had no idea
Benedict
what his
Wong.
name was.
His real name is Benedict Wong, and he plays the character Wong, which I
Yeah.
couldn't be bothered to change his name.
I always loved him in Doctor Strange, and he was pretty funny in this, even though he's small parts. But
I love him in everything. Every time he shows up in random movies, it's great watching him.
it's the best.
I'm excited to see what he does in Spider-Man because it'll be interesting.
Yeah.
Good call. I forgot about Wong. He's a good character. So, how about memorable scenes? I know we talked about the scaffolding and things like that, but is there anything else that stands out in your guys' mind?
Oh man, there's so many.
I know we're making this difficult. I can go first. I think I got a good one. I really enjoyed the bus scene. I think it set a good stage for the movie. Because like up to that point, you don't really understand. Like you don't know how Shang-Chi does things, or if he's still bad. Well, you know he's kind of badass, right? But like, what extent? And then just to see him go from like 0 to 60 real quick, I was like, whoa!
Yeah,
this
they
is
did a good job.
Yeah,
They did a good job, like shocking you.
yeah. Just came out of nowhere, and like you're feeling like how Awkafina and everybody else in the bus feels like whoa, this guy's kicking ass. Like hell yeah.
I love when she goes up and she's like, "Go, I'll drive." She's like, "Go."
I think it's hilarious that 5 minutes prior to that, her family was just giving her shit for wasting her life, driving cars. And then it's like the next scene, okay, we got a badass over here, like saving a bus full of people. I was like, wow, like that's such a high contrast.
Mm-hmm.
And she took on the role of like the driver, like the badass driver.
Mm-hmm.
That was pretty cool.
Kinda did mess up all those cars, but like when that guy was staring at her, I could just hear him saying female Asian drivers, man. Like I could just hear him saying it.
Mm-hmm. I got you. What about you, Tyler? You got anything on there?
I think I really like the dragon in the kind of final fight scene. That scene seems to last forever. But yeah, it's not complaining. It's awesome. But yeah, when the dragon's flying around and they like different characters are on the dragon at different parts in the fight scene, I thought that was pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
That
was a really cool scene, especially like the effect of finding that, like seeing the dragon do like the magic with the water and things like that. It's like whoa.
Yeah, and when the dragon attacks the kaiju looking thing, that was so
the
cool.
one in the darkness, I think, is what they called it.
Yeah, the one in the darkness. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't really understand how that worked because like they made weapons out of dragon scales, and then when they touch the little flying thing, right, like they just burst into flames. So I just figured like, oh, if that happens with like armor and weapons made from dragon scales, imagine the freaking dragon, just brushing up against this thing, right? And then it was like, no, I almost got your soul sucked out. And I was like, how the freak did that happen?
You're asking the real questions. Continuity errors here.
Okay, it's a mexy level question right there. Yeah, I just figured it's because they didn't make it sharp. That's the only way I could explain that in my head. I was like, there wasn't somebody making it sharp. Perfect sense.
Sure.
We'll
take it.
Yeah. It's fair. What about you, Gunny? You have any favorite scenes?
I think the scaffolding scene was definitely like my favorite, just because I think the character development was really good. Like you go from the beginning where this guy is telling Katie like like how he doesn't trust her with driving somebody else's car, right? And then you move on to like her driving a freaking bus full of people, okay? And then it's like, but at that scene, like it's reversed, right? Like he had all his faith in her in the beginning, and then now it's like she's trusting him with her life, and it's like I don't even know how many stories high, right? And she's just like believing that that he's gonna protect her, that he's not gonna let anything happen to her. And I was just like, wow, like that's that friendship is amazing, you know? Like to have two people trust each other that much, that's hard to come across.
I think a lot of like just the way that entire like scene is shot, especially with like the brother, right? Because and the sister at that point, because at that point they don't really like each other technically, I guess. And then watching her be like, okay, he cares about somebody, so I'm gonna help too. It's kind of like it's sweet. They're coming together.
Yeah, it was cool how she came back.
Plus they had Ronnie Chen King. Is it? I don't know. He had the best line in that movie. It was like when he speaks in Chinese, and then all of a sudden he's like, "Oh, I speak ABC too." I was like, "That's so wrong." I was like, "Oh, that joke was not like I like." It's kind of racist, right? Like that's a kind of a racist joke, right?
Yeah. I mean, I didn't feel offended. Yeah.
No, it's not about being offended, but it's a subtle joke, right? Because like ABC means something, but like it can also mean, oh, I speak English. But it's a funny joke.
It was the thing that's weird is, well, first of all, like in Macau, Hong Kong, like people in Hong Kong speak English. A lot of them do, you know, especially someone his age, right? They would speak English. But I just thought it was really weird that they were all speaking Mandarin in Hong Kong. I'm like,
don't try to make sense to this, all right?
Look, man, like the language aspect of this movie, it was just really kind of horrible. So like, so the dad, when like he never spoke his native dialect. He always spoke either English or Mandarin, neither of which he speaks well. And so it's just like, oh man, like you didn't unlock the true potential of WONG, you know, like it's a little bit. And then everybody else speaks Cantonese, but they made them speak Mandarin. So all the lines that they shout out are just like super forced. Like they practiced it 1,000 times and they still sound weird saying their lines. And I'm like, oh God, please, why?
I was wondering what you were going to think about that. Would you rather them not have tried? Or like...
I didn't see the need to speak Mandarin because all of
China.
Okay, fine.
China.
Other than fine,
this movie needs to be released in China.
But I thought it was banned from China. Was it not?
It's not banned. It just hasn't been released.
Oh, I see. Oh, okay.
It hasn't gone through their approvals, I think. Yeah. That's why.
I mean, yeah, I guess.
Look, man, they're making over there Jet Li and disappear. You gotta be careful, okay?
Who's Jet Li?
You don't know who Jet Li is?
Oh,
yes.
boy.
I thought he was erased.
Yeah. Oh, haha. Not yet. We still got hope for him and Jackie Chan. That other chick though, she gone. Nobody knows about her. Anywho, besides the language and things like that, is there anything you didn't like about the movie?
No, I appreciated certain things. Well, I mean, I guess like remember the scene where the dad was talking to the American girl and explaining like the significance of names, right? But he never explained like what his own name meant. Wenwu means like to be literate and to be physically abled, right? Like like to know martial arts, right? And so you see him live for 1,000 years and to be versed in martial arts. And then like, but you also see the one part of his name, right? Like when he's always in his library.
Mm-hmm.
And he's saying like, oh, when I was in my studies, when I was doing my research, when I was like, that's the literate part of him. And I was like, wow, you know, like he really spent 1,000 years living up to his name. Like, and nobody gets that, right? Like it's something that they don't really explain, like, but he became who he was meant to be, who he was named to be, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's pretty cool. And then also, I don't know. So there were other things too that like didn't really make sense to me. And that was when like, you know how when you watch kung fu movies, like you see the ancient, not ancient, but just like the old masters who have like tremendous inner strength, right? Like they spend decades developing that like flame inside their chi, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so when a being has been around for hundreds of years, right, even 1,000 years, like their chi just grows like to some infinite amount. And so when the dweller in darkness like sucked his soul, that should have been like all the Flintstones vitamins you can possibly buy on the market. You know what I mean? It's like that's like, you know?
Okay.
Yeah.
But nothing happened, and I was like, what the like?
So I don't think they're going for that. I think that's more of a Marvel thing that they were trying, not so much like a chi kind of thing. So that's why I don't think they.
Well, what do you think Shang-Chi means? Like chi,
Look,
you know?
Look, man, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Okay. By the way, I just thought about it right now. I realized in this moment when you're talking about names why he doesn't speak Cantonese, and it's because his name is the Mandarin, and if he spoke Cantonese, it'd be really weird.
Manmo.
Hmm?
Yes, Manmo. It's the same. It's almost the same. Manmo, Wenwu. Like.
No.
But
But the character's name is the Mandarin.
Yeah,
So
that's
if he's-
true.
If he
Okay.
is speaking Cantonese the entire movie, I'm pretty sure people would be like, "What?"
Well, it's just like nobody else speaks nobody else speaks Mandarin, but they forced everybody to speak Mandarin. And I'm like the only person who actually spoke Mandarin was the mom. And that's why she has the most dialogue. Like she has all the narratives, and you know, she speaks it really well. And then Xialing also does speak it, but she has like such a strong regional accent that it's really weird. It's like imagine a brother and sister, one with like a southern accent and then the other one with a New York accent. Like it's weird, you know?
It's
like
basically
it just
Tyler. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Wow, man, right here.
I know. I'm just kidding. Was there anything you didn't like, Tyler?
Oh, me? Who, me? I don't know. I don't think there was anything. I was kind of in it, like first time in a theater in a while, and I there was nothing that really took me out.
We were just vibing.
I was vibing for sure.
Okay.
I didn't like the little kids behind me chewing and crinkling the popcorn bags. That's what I didn't like.
That's not Shang-Chi's fault.
Yeah.
I do have one complaint, but it's okay because they did it cool. Was the rings, the 10 rings. In the comics, the way the 10 rings work is like each ring has a different power, and they need like their actual rings. So he has like 10 different abilities and things like that.
Oh, so they're like on his fingers?
Yeah.
Interesting. Like
And so,
Captain
like,
Planet.
Exactly like Captain Planet. So like if he wants to like shoot a fireball, it comes out of one ring and things like that. And like one does like zombie shit. Anyways. So I was like, it would have been kind of cool to see it, but I don't think it fits the motif of the movie very well. And they did it kind of cool to do like the chains and the arm, like the arm thingies. I don't remember what they're called, but like it was a cool use of him.
Yeah, it was
I
pretty cool.
kind of like that they looked like shackles, you know.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's
they
deep.
did it cool. They did it cool. I just, like I said, because I knew what the original thing was, so it would have been kind of cool to see that. But I'm not Superman. Yeah.
I kind of like how, like, in the bamboo scene, the mom is able to, like it looks like she's harnessing the power of the rings, like, and in the end, Shang-Chi does the same thing, right? Like, where he harnesses it into a ball. But I feel like throughout most of the movie, they look more like shackles on the dad. And I just thought that was, I mean, I don't know, maybe that had something to do with why they chose the bracelets as opposed to.
Yeah. He used them different
by the
too.
power.
Yeah.
Huh?
He was a slave to the power. Yeah, see?
And like when Shang-Chi had Shang-Chi, I'm saying it wrong, whatever. When he had them, it was like they were like orbiting around him. And they would kind of like react differently, and they change color and stuff. That was pretty cool.
Well, it was kind of like when the mom and the aunt like made the nature, like the pieces of nature circling around them, right? Like showing they're harnessing the power themselves. So I thought that was kind of
neat. Did you like how they were like when he became super powerful and like fighting the power of his dad? It was like him using Tai Chi against, so he's using the power against him. That's kind of cool, right? Huh?
I thought it was playful, like how the mom was toying with him in the beginning, you know, like it looked just like it. And I thought like that line that he said, you know, like I don't remember the exact wording, but you know, where he said like, why do you want her to come back so badly when, you know, like back so badly if she wouldn't even want to be with the person that you are now, right? I was like, oh damn, dude, like that was
a low blow.
I mean, yeah, well, I mean, like you see it throughout the movie, right? Because when the sister was a little girl, she asked Shang-Chi like, hey, you know, do you feel mom's presence? And he was running from it, right? Because he wasn't proud of how she died. And so he said that he didn't, right? But then like once he was older and he was remembering her wisdom, it was like she was still there guiding her or guiding him, sorry. But the dad, you know, spent all that time trying to run away from the truth of like the real reason why she died. And so in chasing that, like he never felt her, he never saw her. And I was just like, wow, like that's beautiful, like how they set that up, you know.
Fair. I personally, one of my favorite scenes in the entire movie was when they're training, like Awkafina's training for the arrows, like how to use a bow and arrow, and the guy's not letting her. And then at the end, where he's like, "Okay, go," and she's like, "I'm not ready," and the dude's like, "If you aim for nothing, you hit nothing." And I was like, "Oh, that's too deep right there." Like, all the procrastination I've done in my life suddenly makes sense. It was a little hurtful. That's all I'm gonna say. It was such a good line. Like I love that wisdom that old people can provide in a movie. It's so good.
Yeah, it was really true to her character. And then he told her, "Don't die."
Yeah. And then he dies. Damn it.
Yeah.
It's so sad.
Uh,
But you know. Anything you guys want to cover in the movie?
Nothing else I can think of. I can't recommend it enough, man.
Everybody needs to go watch it.
Yep. Especially those after credit scenes, man. Oh, my life.
Yeah.
Just making sense now. Just seeing the multiverses converge and seeing where they're going with everything. It makes me so excited to see the next phases. It's like phase 4. And then the Eternals comes out and they're talking about deviants. And I'm just like, oh my God, did they fight a deviant in Shang-Chi?
Breathe.
So, you know, there's a lot going on. I'm excited. Everybody should watch it. That's all. Anywho, please, everybody, watch it. Leave a plug on our stuff. Subscribe, leave comments. Everything would be great. And see ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for listening. If you like this podcast, please give us a star, heart, or leave us a review. You can follow us on Twitch, Twitter, or YouTube at Pubstomp Podcast. That's PUBSTOMPOD cast. For more episodes, go to anchor.fm/Pubstomp. Music provided by 99 Lives. Credits are in the episode description.